It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, it's Herbert. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
For the Chargers.
Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 27. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon.
Number 25.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the Broncos' 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll hand this one off to Gordon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's what.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenneth Murray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry. 64, ready.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke got Gordon open, completes it. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Drum team spell. Come on.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Kenneth Murray.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
36-yard line.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Cortland Sutton incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And Locke throws it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Locke now on 1st down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Locke looks to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Herbert. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
To Keenan Allen.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Los Angeles.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Chargers 7, Broncos 6.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle by Chris Harris, who, of course, used to play for these Broncos. A 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Number 13.
Keenan Allen, 58 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
His kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
James on the coverage.
Throwing again. Locke. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Locke again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Los Angeles.
23 yards on the play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Chargers 24, Broncos 6.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brings up a third down.
To throw on third down. Block. Able to get this to Gordon. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Seattle. This is DJ Reed returning. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. L.J. Collier showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen, he's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
Pass. Complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Complete to
now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
I think it's okay, though, they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Here's Reed. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down, Bills.
Allen now on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be in. And a loose football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the carry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, a decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Draw play. This is Carson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
30-yard attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Myers for the Seahawks.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
6-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Good job.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Seahawks' 8-yard line.
Here's Allen. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 25-yard.
The kick by Bass is good.
Is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now Wilson on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Allen going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Seahawks take over.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 20.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They will run with Singletary. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down. Allen to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Bills first down.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnovers.